everyone. For this video, we're going to be taking a look at the 2020 anniversary, or actually, yeah, 6 years Beyblade Burst anniversary, remake set, which is a remake set for the Metal Fight base. This includes Gravity Perseus, Hail Kerbecs, Meteo El Drago, Unicorno, and Galaxy Pegasus, or localization names Destroyer, Hades, and Striker. So this is what it looks like when you actually open it. You see a really nice illustration of Takafumi Adachi, which looks so cool. Which, by the way, does have a YouTube and a Patreon, so if you want to support him, please do. Link in the description. Going over to the back of the box should be this one here. So we see some of the moments in Metal Fight. So I believe this is when you see Damian. I believe this is when he beat Julian. I believe his name actually is Julius Caesar in Japanese, actually. You can see Destroyer. I think this is from one of the first episodes against Masamune when Ryuga debuted. It's really cool. It's really cool. So the base is Galaxy Pegasus. And the cool thing now is that you can actually customize it. So if the teeth suck for whatever reason, at least with the limited options, you can fix it. There's the clear wheel, there's the metal wheel, the disc and everything, and you even got like the designs where they actually show like the constellation and everything, which I think is really cool. You have Gravity Perseus, you have L-Drago, you have Kerbecs. It just looks amazing. Got Masamune. Looks so cool. Okay, so I've taken them out of the packaging. So they do come with stickers, so a lot of people are going to be wondering, why does Unicorno have these like foil, well, I don't like foil stickers, but why does it have it? Yeah, it's because I believe the original one did actually have like these little shiny stickers on them, a little tattoo on them. But yeah, let's take a peep at them. Going over to the launcher, we of course got the left launcher. So what's really cool is it has a little tattoo detail, and obviously this is meant for El Drago. Looks very nice, a nice left launcher. So this is the LR launcher. So obviously they did it because Perseus, which I have a launcher suspension on here, but this is just an accessory. It doesn't actually come with it, but basically how it would work is that you would take off this little cap, flip it, lock it, opposite rotation for Metal Fight. Converting it to burst, they just use the LR, so that's how you would swap it. It has a little blue here. Nice indeed. I think this was the best possible thing that they could do. We have our clear wheel / energy ring, which is Unicorno or Striker, whatever you want me to say. I did put the metallic sticker, so it does look very pretty. Just to go over to a little bit of a side view where we can see it, just to showcase the teeth. Teeth are kind of just whatever. They got a very odd shape to it, which is true. They have an odd shape, and also you can see they have a little looks like a little metal piece in the center there. That's interesting. But yeah, there is the teeth. I don't think there's any better way for me to show it. So moving over to our next part, which is Ray. So this is the fusion wheel, which is so weird. I just love they did the customization. It looks so cool. Just to show. So this is Ray. I even put the little stickers there inside too. You can see. Looks very nice. It's a very cool shape. Ray is kind of like a modified shape of Storm, where it follows kind of like it is three-sided, but like it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. Something I thought was very cool, which I'm sure not too many will get the reference of, is the actual disc choice. So at first, even I was like, wait a minute, why? Now the reason why they put 1- is because Masamune wants to be number 1. So they picked the disc of 1, which I thought was kind of cool. I mean, probably useless competitive for a disc like that, but I liked it. It also comes with the proof frame. The reason why they have it like that, and I'll compare all of them at the end, is because basically the spin track, it matches the circular shape. And it's awesome, man. It's awesome. Just showing a little bit of a nice side view of the disc and everything in the frame. Moving over to the last part, we have Unite Dash. Very good choice of a performance tip. I think I've said for the longest time, especially when Storm Spriggan originally came out, that Unite was just reminding me so much of Coach Sharp. Very like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So we're going to get the scale here, and we're going to actually weigh all the parts. Plus I'm going to assemble it, so let's just do it. They got the scale. We got 5.12 for the clear wheel. Then after we have about 18.48 for the ray. We have 1 dash at about 23. Then after we have proof at about 2.82. And then after we have unite dash, which is a total of 6.24. So then after, once I combine it, which is like the GT system in a way that reminds me of, all together now, and it's very nice. You're looking at about 55.69 grams for the whole thing. So next up we have our Pegasus clear wheel. So again, very nice with the details, and I'm happy that they didn't force us to put all the stickers on the energy ring. For my old Metal Fight fans, you gotta know the struggle that was putting on the stickers of Galaxy Pegasus. It was impossible to put so many. They had so many stickers around the whole thing, and they would just come off later. So I'm happy they tattooed it. So just to give a little bit of a side view, which should be here. Looks very, very pretty. Teeth are kind of just whatever. You can even see I don't know why they made the teeth so garbage on these, which is really weird because the Bakugan Shoot ones have like pretty good teeth. That's pretty good and strong teeth. And always the Metal Fight ones just have bad teeth. I don't give the Metal Fight ones good teeth if you're gonna just modify the contact points. But yeah, I just want to make sure I show the teeth so that way if people want to go on the video and just check it out, you can. Moving on, we of course got our Galaxy Fusion wheel, which looks really cool. Very nice with the detail and everything. Though apparently the paint's supposed to come off a little bit easy from what I heard, which I don't like. I do know obviously that the paint will eventually come off. I hope they didn't just do it on purpose where the paint's easier to come off. But yeah, it does look pretty cool. Moving over to the disc choice, which is 5, and they picked Glaive. So Glaive makes a lot more sense now because of the winged 105. Though the 5 disc is like really weird because it had 10 before, and 10 was like a really good disc. Then it just kind of like, very odd choice of 5. They should have just kept 10. But yeah, Glaive, nice blue and everything. Makes sense, good choice. Then after Mini Rant, which is Jolt Dash. So Jolt Dash is the closest thing to R2F, but the whole idea with R2F was supposed to be that the shape of Jolt needs to be reversed. That was the idea. But it is what it is. This was the closest thing, so I'm not going to complain too much, though. Slightly disappointed, though I guess they weren't with too many options. But I do believe this is going to be a very nice tip. I think the rubber kind of feels soft, and I'm not too sure. I have to compare it to some other Jolts, but it kind of feels a little bit soft on this one. But yeah, now let's go over to the assembly, and we'll see how much this thing weighs. So I got the scale here. So we're looking at about 5.14. Looking about 16.96. Then after I got to get the parts separate. Looking at 5 with about 22.33. Glaive with about 2.31. Then after this Jolt Dash was about 6.17. So all together now, like the GT system, which is so cool. Look at this. Ah, that's sick. So then after all together now, let us see. Pegasus weighs a total of about 52.92. Going over to the energy ring, we have Kerbecs. Now Kerbecs does not have the best teeth with the Metal Fight remakes, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Just to flip this over, you can basically see it's just disappointing that the teeth are not that good. But you know, we take it as we will. So moving on, which is another thing I'm not the biggest fan of, is the Hell Fusion wheel / Hades. So instead of, let's say, modifying this Paradox disc, which they basically made where it had the exact same gimmick as the boost disc, they instead fuse it to where it's always in like the main mode we see Kerbecs in, which I think is super, super annoying. Mostly because they could have done the Hell's gimmick. They could have been easily done. So that's super annoying that they didn't go all the way. Instead we get 0 lift, but they seriously could have just modified Paradox and done it. With that being said, if you want to see it, we got Zero Lift. So obviously Zero's a good disc, and I guess Lift would make sense if they can't actually make the gimmick for the thing. So you know, I guess I'll take what I can. I'll take what I can. But moving over to the last part, we of course got Mobius. So Mobius is a very good part for opposite spin battles. Though it's very weird the coloring, because you know, Defense Sharp was the tip it's based on, but you know, Mobius's gimmick doesn't really make too much sense. I would have thought maybe Rise would make more sense for Kerbecs actually. But yeah, other than that, I don't even know what's the difference between this. I think it's just slightly more black and less translucent. But we do have the scale here. So I'm just curious. So firstly, let us do, so 5.42, 19.20. Then after, if I want to, I'm debating on just keeping the Paradox disc on it. 20.61, and then after 3.32. So then after, if I wanted to put the Paradox disc here, it'd be 23.64. And after Mobius. So all together now, and I want to show it with Paradox. It looks so much cooler with Paradox. With Paradox, you see how much cooler it looks? Because it actually matches the shape around it. It would be 55.94. So you can see it slides very, very easily. So for Kerbecs to be used, it can't be used in... Kerbecs will be useless if you use that energy ring in same spin. The best is to use it in opposite spin battles. You get 59. Okay, going over to now Meteo El Drago. Does look pretty cool, though the sticker should have been more of a solid. It kind of feels a little bit transparent because you can kind of see it peeking through. Looks very nice. So obviously El Drago had the gimmick with the rubber. It does retain the rubber on it, so this should be an excellent spin stealer. Actually, the teeth on it are okay, you know. I have no complaints over the teeth on this one. I think the teeth on El Drago are just fine. I am very curious if they're going to do for El Drago and Perseus the variations, like I think it was Russian Assault and like Stamina and Attack or whatever. So yeah, it looks really interesting. We then after got the Meteo Fusion Wheel. So the reason why I'm saying this is because that El Drago does not have that many customization options. Same with Perseus. So if they could do different variations of these rings with maybe even better teeth, that would be super crazy. So this is the Meteo Fusion Wheel. So the cool thing about El Drago, which actually I have to show with this one, is that you can do the two modes. So there's regular, which I'm going to just put on. So I guess this one's upper mode as I lock it in. So you can see, you can have it like this, or if I want to pop it out, you put it the other way, which should be, there you go, covering like that. So it's really cool we have those options for the battles. I think that's an amazing, amazing detail. Moving over, they picked Vortex, which is a perfectly good frame, and the 7-disc. Yeah, these are good choices. I have no complaints over that. Then after, moving over to the end, we have Spiral Dash. So this was a very good choice of a tip, as Spiral, as I actually pointed out, I think in my Lost Longinus review, has a very, very close shape to, was it left flat for El Drago? Anyways, we got the scale here, so we're going to turn it on. So we're going to actually put the energy ring on here. So about 9.56. Then after Meteo altogether, it's about 13.87. Then after, actually I have this in upper mode, so I could probably take it out. It doesn't matter. We have it at about 23.42. Then 7 with Vortex is about 25. If you're wondering about separately, there's 7. There's Vortex. And Spiral Dash. So yeah, El Drago is really, really cool. It's not too hard to actually snap out the thing to change. So all together now, Meteo El Drago should weigh a good amount. 55.16. Moving over to the last bay. Here we have a really awesome Perseus energy ring. So what's really cool about Perseus is that once we get to gravity, there is 2 modes to it where it shows the eyes of Medusa. It's really cool. The teeth on the actual layer are just fine, nothing too crazy on it. But what's really cool about Perseus is that Perseus is dual spin. So So you basically just have to turn it, and then after bam, you switch it to its other rotation. Very simply. So it is very easy to do. Just to show off Perseus here. So moving over, we have the gravity fusion wheel. Just to show it, there is gravity. So with gravity, there are two modes to it. So let me just place it on here. So there's one where it reveals the eyes here, the eyes of Medusa, which is really cool. And then after, if I want to pop it out, push it. I gotta put it, I think it's the other way. So there you go. Then after, if you want to put it in the other mode, that's how you do it. Very simple to do. It's got a very good disc following up with that. It has 00. Nice frame, which is bump, which is meant to mirror the AD145. And yeah, lastly, yielding. So I think similar to what I said with Aquila, yeah, yielding's I guess the closest to WD, but they could have just made a new tip to match WD, but you know, it is what it is. Moving over to the scale portion, we're going to do our final scales for everything. Last one. After that, we're going to compare it to the remake, to the original Metal Fights. We got our scale here. So we have got Perseus at a total of about 5.15, 19.59. Then after in total, it should be about 24. The below that I have here is 4 stars. It's very nice. 24.76. Bump is about 3.23, and then after yielding is a total of about 5.83. Then after altogether now, Perseus is a total of about 58.57 grams. So now we're going to compare it to the previous Metal Fight base. So giving a side-by-side. Listen, I love these a lot, even if the teeth isn't like the best on these, that's really just the biggest negative. It's just the teeth. I've been saying this the longest time for the Metal Fight base. Just give them good teeth, please. Some of these actually have some pretty good parts separate for competitive if you ever wanted to use it. I'm going to be giving these Metal Fight remakes, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think that's a pretty fair rating. Some of these things I think are going to definitely have some good use. I think, funny enough, I think Striker is actually #1 out of all of these. I definitely think that Meteo will be good for spin sealing combos. And yeah, it's awesome, man. It's awesome. Okay, now we're going to be doing the test launches. So 3, 2, 1, go shoot. This is Perseus in left spin as well in its counter mode. We kind of whatever. It's the mode that has the Medusa eyes, which so nice when it's spinning. So let's just get this baby now in right spin, and I have to swap the rotation. I really do like Perseus a lot. I don't know if that's just my Metal Fight bias kicking in there. I really like Perseus. Like, I really, really like Perseus. Alright, we have this in right rotation. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. I don't really think you can see too much of a difference when it's spinning on what mode it is, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Okay, now let's do Meteo El Drago. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. I'm just going to go a little bit light, that way we can see it actually spinning. Oh, Meteo looks sick. Okay, let's put Meteo in its other mode real quick. Yeah, these bays are awesome, man. Alright, we just swapped Meteo's mode, so that way we can just see how it looks like when it's spinning. I cannot wait just to do a hand spin video of Meteo. That'll be fun. Because Meteo, that's why I loved Fafnir so much, because I just thought, oh, so Meteo El Drago. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, man. Okay, next up, now let's do the other base. So I'm actually going to get my sparking launcher, because I actually want to get these bays launched at good strength. Let's do Unicorno. 3, 2, 1, shoot. There you go, Unicorno! Looks very, very nice when it's spinning. Oh, look at how pretty it is. Okay, let's now get Pegasus. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. So fast and uncontrollable. It's cool, it's cool. Alright, Kerbecs. Why does Kerbecs have to be like the worst one? I love it so much. No, yeah. Whatever. Alright, let's do our battles. So I was thinking just do Galaxy against all of them. Maybe let's do Galaxy against all of them. So in that case. Alright, let's try it. Alright, there you go. We beat Striker until he comes back after we beat him many times. Okay, so first battle to us. Alright, next up, Perseus. This is Perseus when the armor is on the eyes. And a burst finish. It is painful to see, but it is what it is. Let's switch now Perseus to its other mode, because that was the whole idea, that I would just switch Perseus to its counter mode, and we would see how it does. So now, swapping Perseus, I have the left sparking launcher. So this will be really cool to see. Do we still beat it with a burst, or who will win? I'm curious, who will win? This is Perseus against Pegasus. So it's going right now. Oh, and a burst finish still. Poor Perseus. Poor Perseus. It's always the cool ones to get the worst treatment. Alright, speaking of which, Kerbecs. I mean, we're kind of racing around here, so I don't know. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Kerbecs or Pegasus? Oh wow, Pegasus. Alright, let's do a fun one. I want a hand spin Meteo for this one. Because the whole idea with Meteo is that it can spin steel, so... Oh, let's try it again. Oh, actually, let's try a bait that's easier that it can spin steel against. Let's try Kerbecs. There we go. And a slow-mo burst! Perfect. Perfect, yeah, there you go. Now I demonstrated that Meteo is the king of doing a slow-mo burst. Okay. Oh wow, that's a KO by Pegasus. Okay, well, always round 2. Where Meteo's going around. Yes, spin steel, Meteo El Drago. You see, it's using its opponent's power for its own gain. I always thought Meteo El Drago was such a cool idea for the evolution, having the rubber. Like, yeah, rubber doesn't really work too well if it's against lefts, but it's the idea that it would basically steal its opponent's power, like literally steal it, and then after steal it in the battle too. I thought that was really cool for the evolution. So I changed the mode on El Drago. Alright, there you go. Yeah, these were awesome, man. These were awesome. I love these bays a lot. So what I want to do to end off the video big, right? I want to do them all at once. All at once. And we're going to see how much carnage ensues. Okay, so now we're going to launch them all in the stadium. It's going to be fun. Before any of them burst. Huh? There goes Kerbecs. Alright, who's left? Striker might actually survive. Nope. Running out of stamina. Perseus. Perseus? Perseus. Alright, yeah, that's it for this video though. I'm so excited to do battles, and I will be doing separate videos testing out combos. So definitely, if you want me to test out combos that are competitive, I must stress, let me know. I will probably try them out actually against some sparking stuff just to see how they hold up, which will be super fun to do. But that'll be it for now. So thank you all for watching, and have a fantastic day. And let's keep some Metal Fight videos. And tell me what Metal Fight stuff, by the way, do you want to see? I'm thinking I'll do Pegasus versus El Drago first, and then after the other ones.